Well. Wow. My voice isn't doing so good for some awkward reason. That might be because we've talked a lot. I have talked a lot over the last couple of days. And so, because I don't want to keep on talking forever, I got my very good friend, Tom in the house. What's up, Tom? I changed our layout a little bit today.
Did you mute me,
see
by
how
the
this
way, when I
can-
was crunching?
Now people can hear you.
Guys, this is
Okay.
good, man.
So, lots of stuff to talk about, folks.
By the way,
lots
have you heard?
lots of stuff to talk about.
Have you got these veggie chips from Costco? I'm so sorry, but these are so good, guys. I fully recommend. I went for these veggie chips and flushable flushable wipes. The ones where they're wet.
But what are you talking about?
I was like, that's why I went to Costco. Like, I made a trip to Costco because I needed flushable wipes and these chips.
Yeah, I don't care. There's like way too much information there, man. Those flushable wipes. By the way, those flushable wipes are known to not actually dissolve and be flushable like they're advertised. Just letting you know.
Okay, bro. My landlord might be watching this. Like,
Yeah, well, I'm just telling you.
okay.
Just telling you. Okay. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. We got a stream for y'all. What's up? Hey, drop a comment, hit the like button. We got, what is it? I don't know. I'm seeing like 30 some odd people watching right now. Yeah, let us know. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know where you are watching from. And then we had an awesome event. We had an awesome event this past weekend, right, Tom?
Yes, sir. Amazing. Still,
Still recovering from it?
decompressing.
Yeah.
Still recovering, yeah.
Me too, man. Me too. Tom's had some camera issues. He hasn't
Yeah,
had
I'm
just
fixing
any
it.
camera
I'm
issues.
fixing it.
Not only did Tom have camera issues, guys, his camera just burnt last week. Right, Tom?
Yeah, it was my fault, though, honestly.
Yeah. He plugged something wrong in there and just fried it.
Yeah. I fried my camera. But I went and got it. I sold it to a local whatever for the parts, and he gave me $200. So I'll figure it out.
So we'll put
But
something.
I have a replacement right now. It's working pretty well, but we'll see. This thing might overheat, guys, and I might be off the stream.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Like soon.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Michigan, the butt of downtown LA, Los Angeles. Evening from Londanistan. The Londanistan. That's what they're calling it. Sweet Home Alabama. Yo. Let me. I gotta pull this up. I got a bunch of stuff I gotta pull up. Let me actually pull up our website. Ladies and gentlemen, this was an amazing event. Tom, you put in a lot of work putting this event together. We did sell out. We had actually made a mistake, and I mean to say I had made a mistake, not we had made a mistake. When I had counted up the amount of people that had signed up, for some reason, I had missed about 15 to 20 people that had signed up. And on the day of the event, we realized it because we sent out emails with the tickets and stuff like that. And then we realized some people didn't get it. And then I figured it out, fixed it. And then we realized that we were like overbooked. And, but we fixed it, got extra chairs in there, all that stuff. We can house about 200 people at our venue, at the church. Safely. Yeah. Safely. That's what we can do. And so, yeah, we had Avery come out, God Logic. We had Mike Jones from Inspiring Philosophy come out, and amazing.
It was a good
amazing stuff. Very good time.
All right, guys. See you next week.
See you. Bye.
That was our recap.
And yeah, they spoke. and we dealt with cults essentially, and specifically on cults denying the Trinity. I spoke about the rise of American cults. Still trying to process through my talk and how I can make it better and what I can do. Yeah, we got folks in the chat, man. We got folks in the chat. Yo, chat. Yo, chat. We're gonna hear a lot of that today, I think. Yo, chat.
By the way, I'm not a fan of this multi-stream thing you're doing, because it shows we got like 30 people on one and then like 14 people on the other.
Brother,
But we actually got like 60 people.
we have 58 people watching right now.
Are
Hit the like
people
button,
doing
guys.
this? Are there people doing this, by the way?
Yes.
Like
Tom,
multi-streaming?
you don't understand, and I don't expect you to
I'm just
understand. But
asking
what do you don't
questions.
understand? No, I know, you know. The thing is that when people are watching this on their mobile devices, the vertical stuff is what they watch on.
Better.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So yeah, we have we had God Logic, we had Inspiring Philosophy, who were at our event speaking. When will the presentations be dropping, Tom, is the question. So when will their actual talks be dropping? When will we have those available? Tom has the answers on this stuff.
I'm the only one that has these files, ladies and gentlemen. And I need a new camera. No, I'm just kidding, obviously. Soon I have to pick these files up from our videographer, who is a pro, amazing guy, and then I have to edit them myself. So I have to sync the audio and get to editing, and then as soon as I do that, send it to Arthur. He'll post them, and you guys will get visuals of the event. And man, it was an event. It was fun. It was fun. And man, Avery was funny, man. I mean, genuinely great sense of humor. You know, like in these events, especially when you sort of are involved in some level of public speaking, you have to, like, someone comes and talks and you have to do like the fake laugh. You know, just to encourage, especially when you're like part of the event.
Okay.
No, like when you're part of an event or it's like your thing, your church or whatever, like sometimes you got to do the fake stuff, like when the pastor says something and you're like, amen, you know, or ha ha ha. But I was actually cracking up. Like I was laughing in the back. When I came in the front, I was laughing. I thought it was really funny, man. Great sense of humor.
Avery's very funny. Actually, Michael Jones is funny as well. Just a different kind of humor.
No, he was funny. He was funny, yeah, for sure. More
Was I funny?
Introverted funny.
Was I funny?
You were funny, actually. You actually made a really aggressive joke right when you came up about IP and the podium that he was going to speak at. You know, I thought that was out of line, bro. That's not how we welcome guests.
This guy.
I mean, you made fun of the guy's height, and it was like and the thing is, there was actually a thing there, like a step stool,
which I stood on.
I know, but like, you shouldn't have mentioned the step stool. I'm just saying, if he's watching, we apologize. Please come back next time.
I'm not apologizing. Okay, here's the thing. So we want to give kind of a rundown of our event and how it went. Man, there's a lot of stuff. People have posted a lot of stuff on Instagram. And so I don't know whether I want to bring that stuff up. I asked you to send me some stuff, but you didn't send it.
I sent you everything, brother.
No, like
I gave you access to a drive that
I know, but I don't want to pick it.
Okay.
So here's what I'll do. Let's see if Instagram. I'll open the gram and then just go off of like my stories and what people are posted, if that works.
What do you guys think? Anyone in the chat who was there, what do you rate this thing?
Yeah.
1 out of 10. What do you rate it? Give us a rating, man, because I thought it was good. I mean, I would have given it a 10 anyways, but I actually thought it was a 10. Thought it was great. And some fun stuff happened outside of the venue, which I think made it a little more exciting, which I'm sure you'll get into.
Yes.
We had about 600 Muslims show up outside.
With 1,000 cars.
We had 1,000 Muslims show up on a horses outside.
So Jimmy said Tom leading the worship was dope. The Spirit taught me some of these songs in the moment.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Did y'all hear about Shake Yo Mama? Yeah, I saw a wanted poster for that guy. This guy said it was a solid 4.
Oh, that's messed up. Who is that? We're not allowed next time.
It might be someone you know.
Oh, okay.
10 out of 10, Johnny says. Amazing event, guys. Thank you very much. 30 Al Zutz showed up. Not for us. Blake says, I guess I don't know much about you guys. Are you guys from Islam and now Christians? I don't want to be offended, but I'm going to be offended, Blake, because you are judging us based on our looks and skin tone and our beards. They're magnanimous, magnificent
that's
beards.
Fine. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, no, we are not. We've always been Christians. We come from the people whose ancestors it was who were the first to accept Christianity. We've been dealing with Muslims since Muslims came out of Arabia.
Yeah, we were dealing with them before they were Muslims. I just sent you a video, by the way. If you can play this video, this was my favorite video of the entire event. We got some really cool content, guys. Apart from the actual,
oh gosh.
By the way, I just want to give a shout out to Reverend Nick Quint. Because man, Reverend Nick Quint, who's in the chat as Nick Quint, I remember Reverend before his name before. I don't know why it's not there anymore. But Nick was so helpful, man. From shopping for the event from Costco, and then showing up and literally doing anything. He was helping us with balloon setup. He was helping us with the chair. I mean, the guy is just an absolute machine. And then there was another random guy, by the way. I don't know if you noticed, Arthur, but this random older gentleman shows up. One of the more elderly people that
yes, I spoke to him. Mm-hmm.
He showed up, and a couple of guys showed up. They're like, we thought it started at 4. And then I was like, no, I'm so sorry, but you can go sit inside and stuff. And then this guy showed up. He's like, hey, I know I'm early, but I just thought I'd come by and see if you guys needed any help. And I was like, first I was going to do my Persian thing. Like, no, we're fine. It's okay. And I was like, you know what? Screw that. Yes, we do need help. I was like, yeah, man, can you grab these things? Can you grab these? And the guy helped the entire time. He ended up, putting all the notepads and pens on all of the
that's cool.
Chairs. The guy was helping move stuff. What a guy, man. If anyone knows who that guy is, give him a shout out or something.
Arthur looks like Islam. So here's the video you sent me.
Yeah, this is my favorite video of the whole.
I got to meet this gentleman. Cool dude. This is his favorite video. It had rained right before our event too.
I'm a big soccer guy, man.
Oh man,
that's a way to ruin us. Serious conversation.
This is a meme. I can't with this guy.
Should we put Muhammad Hijab somewhere over there?
Oh man, that would actually be a really good thumbnail. We should create it and send it to him.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Right there, just like that.
It keeps going. I mean, he goes for a pretty long time. How does he even get his neck in that shit? Dude, I'd be in the ER if I tried to do that right now.
I was talking with this gentleman. He was telling me where he was from, and I was like, oh, we started talking about soccer, and that's why I said I'm a soccer guy. And I didn't even see this happening when it happened. Because my attention was talking to him, and it was good seeing this. But this is going to be our next promo video for epic, next time. Bro.
Yeah, I feel like we're not even going to add anything to this. Just post this and be like, Praise with Reason 3
coming up.
I don't know, October.
Oh man, I did photobomb a picture that he was taking as well, but with a gentleman just stuck in the back. Okay, let me jump onto my Instagram and see some of these videos that folks have posted. Man, I wow.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Okay, man. Woo. The thing is, I've heard it, but I haven't heard it with this clear quality, like in my ears.
Yeah. No, I mean, people were singing, man. It was really good.
Wow. Now, look, this event is called Praise with Reason, and praise is important. It's not a sideshow, right?
Yeah.
It's not a sideshow. And wow, that was amazing worship, Tom. What did you think about it? You led worship. You had the whole worship team with you. Let me know from that aspect inside.
I told myself that I'm gonna worship like authentically. Any worship leader or even pastor or speaker that tells you, like they're just going up there and it's a regular thing when it's an event like that is obviously not being honest. There's not that there's like nerves, but there's more like, you're just constantly thinking about this can go wrong, that can go wrong, etc. And I told myself, I said I'm gonna worship today, man. I don't care who's there. I don't care how it goes. I don't care if there's a buzz in the sound. I don't care if the place gets a little too warm or a little too cold. Like, I'm going to worship. And I think it's in those times when, like I always say, I'm not worshiping like this way. I'm worshiping that way towards God. And as a worship team, you want to be, they say worship leader or a lead worshiper, right? So you want to be a lead worshiper. You want people to kind of bounce off of you with the vibes and worship God. And that's the way it was. And I thought it was good in that sense. And I think people were worshiping. And at the end of the day, what else can you ask for, brother?
Yeah,
I mean, you heard the place, right? Even a song we played, Before the Throne of God Above, that's also in one of the videos that you have up there. I mean, that's a new song to most, I guarantee you, most people in that crowd. That's a very like Reformed style hymn kind of thing that a lot of people wouldn't know that song, guarantee you. They don't play it in their churches. And by the second verse, by the third verse, when I stopped the music, everyone was singing. Now, either we got a bunch of talented people in there that just picked up a song in 5 seconds, or like the Holy Spirit was really at work there. So,
is this one?
Right there, yeah. Goosebumps, man.
Bro, goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
Naira said, was that when everybody was hiding inside? Yes, as you can tell.
Yeah. That's when the FBI asked us to hide inside and start singing our final hymns to the Lord, because we had 700 or 800 Muslims outside trying to come in.
With 1,500 cars that they showed up with.
That's right.
We're going to get into some of these things. Man, that was...
That is cool.
This was one of my favorite pictures that someone posted. They created this. Praise with reason. Really cool. And I got the praise. Michael Jones got the connecting the with.
He just got the with.
And the logic got reason, which makes sense.
Yeah, I like
it. So these guys, they're really good. Oh, Tom.
Yeah, so we got a little gospel over here. We got a little gospel here, let's say. I the way, I gotta say, man, this group of people was amazing, man. And
you said that last time for the other group of people.
No. Well, they were too, honestly. And I think the reason that it was such a great group because there was less Armenians. Not to be a hater, guys.
Yeah.
But I think when you start adding different cultures, especially black people when it comes to worship, man. And then you got whatever we had Hispanics, a bunch of other people. I mean, it's a huge vibe shift, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't mean that just by, like fake emotions and stuff like that. People are they come from cultures that singing worship songs and stuff out loud is very like common and normal. And I can't tell you how much that affects me in a positive way. Like when I'm up there worshiping and I hear like 6 guys in the front row that sound 10 times better than me, but are worshiping, seriously, it's a very it's very encouraging, bro. Like they were actually worshiping God. They sounded amazing. I was, like I said, they're usually supposed to bounce off me. I was bouncing off of them because I was enjoying their voices and how beautiful they sounded and all that kind of stuff. And that's the kind of atmosphere you want when you're worshiping God, man. People
one of the guys was behind me, and man, he had a good voice. He had a magnificent voice. This guy says it's always better when you have less Armenians.
That's good.
The ironic thing was that we had less Armenians, but I think we had way more Armenians.
Yeah, probably.
Jimmy says, by the time I left, I think I was adopted by a nice Armenian couple.
I have a guess who that is, but I'm not going to say it.
Oh, that was good. It was 10 out of 10. I don't think this guy was at the event. So it's interesting he's guessing these things. It's 10 out of 10. Art cooking up Armenian barbecue for everyone was top notch, which I did, by the way, but not for everyone. Invited the speakers to my house at night, and we actually made barbecue. I started the fire at 10:30 at night, and we ate probably around like 11:30 midnight. I mean, it just kept cooking, and it was just coming out, and they were eating it. And then Arthur evangelizing in front of everyone while simultaneously working out on an elliptical was the best.
That's a really good comment, by the way. Who is this? Yeah. That's great. All of it is perfect.
Yeah, it's all true.
Evangelizing, like evangelizing and grilling.
Yeah,
that's great.
I was doing all of that plus some. Now, with all that said, let's jump into this, man.
Arthur had a bar, by the way. Arthur, you had a bar yesterday, and it was when we were somebody asked a question about, or 2 days ago, whenever it was, someone asked a question about like, how do I know if apologetics is my calling or something of that sort? And you said, it's not a calling. You said, and then you paused, you did the little pause, and you said, evangelism is the calling. Bro. That was really good, man. That was seriously maybe the bar of the night.
Logic got a little offended when I did that.
That was really solid. Because I was like, what's he going to say? Like, I was thinking he's going to say, it's not a calling. You need to first, like, pray about it and go to school and all that. I was thinking, like, that's the route you're going to go. And you're like, evangelism is the calling. And, I stand by that. It was just a powerful moment.
I stand by that. So here's what happened. We're going to jump into this stuff, Tom. Avery, the night before, because there's a guy named Malik, assuming a lot of people know about him. There's a guy named Malik. Malik has doxed people. He put up people's phone numbers, addresses online, and all that stuff. Essentially harassed people. Avery, the night before the event, on a stream, said that he was going out and he was going to be at the Santa Monica Pier before our event. And essentially said, hey, we're going to be in the area if anybody wants to come. And then Avery and Mike put out this video when they were at the pier.
Yo, Guy Logic, didn't you say last night you were going to be out here on the pier?
I did. I posted it. I said it on a live, or everybody heard it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where's Malik?
Oh, he's probably pulling up soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's part of the pull-up crew. He's probably pulling up.
We're right in his area. I don't know why he's not out here.
Yeah, he's right around the corner.
I guess we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see him.
All right.
And Malik posted this and shared it. He said, "This didn't age well. Called out and ran. Have an announcement coming." I'm curious to see what his announcement is. The problem here, Tom, is that the guys did this, and then they had to be at our event at 5, and then Malik showed up after they had come to our event, and he was live, and in his live, and we're gonna look at some of his live. And in his live, he said that, hey chat, should I hit up the church? Hey chat, should I hit up the church? And the chat was, I guess, saying, yeah, go hit up the church and all that stuff. He was not invited to our event. Our event was sold out. It was a paid event.
He was welcome to get a ticket, though.
Yeah, I mean, if he bought a ticket, he could have come in.
He could have come and worship.
I mean, he could have, yeah. And so he shows up. I'm going to show a little bit of a video of him showing up to the church and, his mannerism and his acting. Well, Malik just needs to repent and believe in the gospel. I amen to that. No question about it. So here he is, parked his car, and I guess walked towards the church. And was live streaming on TikTok the entire time, by the way. I do have it fast forwarded a little bit.
So guys, I'm at the church. Let me put the church on the camera so y'all don't think. And guys, by the way, let's just be real. This is a church. This is a place of prayer. So if you think that I'm going to start acting like a goofball in front of a church, then you're sadly mistaken. This is not entertainment. This is serious. These are two individuals that rip the Quran, that do all of these things.
Like when you know what happened after and then what he just said, it's like, bro, do you forget in 10 minutes? Go ahead.
Well, he says that these are two individuals who rip up the Quran. Nobody's ever seen, and none of that's never happened, of Avery and Mike ripping up Qurans. Other people have ripped up Qurans. David Wood has ripped up Qurans. Apostate Prophet has ripped up Qurans. Other folks have ripped up Qurans. You know who hasn't ripped up Qurans? Michael Jones and God Logic. And the fact that he's saying that these are people who are doing this is essentially instigating his audience. He constantly does that, you'll notice. He's an absolute liar, by the way, as well. Absolute. I mean, this guy, man, he's a liar.
Right?
So look, so here's what he does. He puts up the church's name. He puts up he says what street it's on and all that stuff for his audience. As he just finished saying, these are individuals who lied. These are individuals who rip up the Quran. And this is where this guy is just an untrustworthy kind of scumbag, because he might not do something, but there might be a wacko person out there that might think about doing something. Before
by
we
the
get
way,
into
like
this
is like our local church, by the way. It's not like a venue we rented, like a random hall or whatever, banquet hall where you're like, oh, they're all here. This is where we actually worship all the time. So you're not only like attacking a venue that we're at or verbally, like kind of threatening, but you're that's our church, man. That's where we worship God.
Yeah. So here's the thing is, since this is a paid event, and we have guest speakers coming, one of the things that we do for these events is we ensure security, and so we get private security, security guards, armed security guards, to be at our events, and then sometimes we have obviously our ushers and our men from our church who are also on the lookout just for anything suspicious. It is a gathering of a larger group of folks, and so we want to be secure at all times. And we understand we're not idiots. We understand when we invite folks that are well known and all that stuff, we want to provide security. I mean, that's just good protocol. And here's this guy who went to Santa Monica and then ended up showing up to our church where we were having the event, I guess like an hour and a half after the event started. I mean, the event had started when I found out that he was streaming outside the church. we were doing worship when that was announced, and here he is.
This is where they're at. So guys, this is the church name. Okay. All Saints Lutheran Church. Okay.
We should point out that there are multiple congregations that meet at this location and this church. Like this guy is just an idiot, just putting this stuff out there, or whatnot.
All Saints Lutheran Church, Glen Rest Hills. Okay.
He threw the name of the street.
Just Apologetic Fest. Now
it's not an apologetic fest. Just to know that, because he misspeaks a lot. It's not an apologetics fest. It's an apologetics event. Yeah, it's an apologetics event. And my gosh, man,
we're all getting wasted while debating. Like everyone just wasted debating. Yeah, he is God. There's the Trinity.
Yeah, so Ivan says he purposely said that the phrase out ripping Quran and then showed exactly where the church was and even showed the sign up front. Yep. And I'm going to jump around in this video of his and because he just says absolute lies. It's hilarious.
I'm not going to go on the property because it's private property, okay? But you Christians can go tell your boy Malik's outside. Okay?
So Tom, please pay attention here.
I'm paying attention, bro.
Hey, do you know how many spots our church parking lot has?
Yeah, about 1,500.
Ah, come on, seriously.
Maybe like 100
at most.
20. Yeah.
At most. So check this out.
Look, it's private property. The sign is right here, so we cannot go inside.
You could if you bought a ticket for the event.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might have, even if you like reached out and asked nicely. But
you see, this is the church. Record. There's the cross right there. The church is right here. Thousands of cars.
Why is he telling himself to record?
I don't know.
Like a
I don't know who he's talking to. No, I don't know who he's talking to. But
okay.
This is my favorite part.
Record while he's recording.
This is my favorite part, you guys.
There's the cross right there. The church is right here. Thousands of cars. This is your chance, Christian.
He said thousands of cars. Now, the reason why
the neighbor's car.
The reason why this is important, folks, is because he's going to constantly exaggerate numbers. Okay, and I don't know. Listening to him, you guys know me. My audience knows me that I give benefit of the doubt, and I try to see kind of proper mistakes people can make, and that's okay. Look, there was about 200 people at the event, folks serving and all that stuff, a little bit above 200. And we didn't have room to park inside. Like, we had to park, some of us had to park our cars outside because that's not how big the parking lot is. And the folks that were at the event can testify that there were not thousands of cars at the parking lot, and nor were there thousands of people inside the venue. And the Dodgers played there. The stadium is too full. And he's going to constantly keep exaggerating numbers. Constantly exaggerates numbers. For whatever reason, his audience on TikTok, I guess, and says, hey, come out. But our event has started. Nobody's going to come out and talk to you. We have an event. It's a paid event. People have paid money to come to this event, to be a part of the worship, to hear these speakers speak. Okay. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I was going to say Anchor is not a mega church. It's a MAGA church. I'm just kidding. But no, what I was actually going to say is we also tell like our security guards and stuff who the speakers are, to be watchful of the speakers, to protect the speakers in any case, not just because it's God logic and whatever.
Correct.
And IP, but it just in general, whoever it was, we would say the same thing. So it's not like the guy's just gonna like in the middle of it be like, oh yeah, this guy's outside, I'm just gonna walk out, and then the security guard be like, all right, bro, see you later. Like this guy would be
Correct.
following him. So it's like, even if he were to like break protocol and it was so important where he wanted to go outside mid the conference, that's not something like it could have been done technically without like, hey, bro, like, what are you doing?
But the other thing is, like, we want to honor our guests. We want to honor our guests. Our guests paid money to come to this event, and they're not going to leave halfway through the event to go talk to this guy on TikTok. It's just just like a fake flaunting of like, I'm here, come talk to me. Yeah, it's like, well, and he, by the way,
it's like a guy trying to intimidate a lion from behind like a zoo fence, bro. Like it's like, okay, you could be there, but the guy can't come out at that moment. So it's like, what do you want? Like you can flex and leave.
Oh yeah, hang out for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
There's the cross.
By
right
the way,
there.
Did Avery or
The church is right
IP
here.
ever find out that he was outside? Was it ever told to them?
Yes, it was. Daniel.
Oh, okay.
Cars. This is your chance, Christians. I'm here. We're in the suburbs too. It's gonna take the police half an hour to get here.
It actually didn't take the police half an hour to get there. They got there a lot more quick when they were called.
Okay? It's going to take the police half an hour to get here, and your boy's Dolo. So I'm here. I'm waiting on the sidewalk. Here. I'm waiting on the sidewalk.
This guy's in...
God Logic IP. You want to come outside?
During
we'll be there
an event. During an event.
That's so funny.
Have a conversation or
we'll
what?
Be right out.
Yeah. Let's take the whole crowd out there. But then he'll be like, they attacked me with 200 people. And thousands of cars.
God Logic. IP, you want to come outside? Guys, go to Orthodox Muslim Lives. Tell him to stream my live.
Okay. So he does that stuff. He talks a lot. Like, I mean, a lot of useless talk. And then I want to go. When is this? Tom, read some of the comments out until I find this.
Sure. God literally saved me through apologetics and preaching. I don't know if that's what God wants me to do. I'm still drawn to it, though. That's what Blake Miller said.
Hey.
So that's something maybe you can respond to.
My response very simply will be to evangelize. And you're going to use, it's what I said at the conference. You got to use your apologetics to evangelize. Simply as that. So
Malik
this guy
needs serious and professional help. It's not fair to make fun of him. That's another comment from Excellence. Excellent comment.
Yeah, I'm not making fun of him. Just frankly, this stuff is in the police are involved in all this. Let's just put it that way. And here he is. Here he is driving down. He just circled the church. He just kept circling the church for 2 hours, basically. Mind you, this is a person who's threatened, who literally went on TikTok and threatened that he was going to show up to an event in Houston and pop David Wood.
Yeah.
This is the same guy. This is the same guy.
And also made a similar threat. I'm sure you'll show that. Kind of like a wordplay over here he does. When he's talking about he has a sixth sense or something like that. So I'm sure you'll play that as well.
Yeah.
Or if you're not, I can just say it.
Well, no, we'll play it. Just
okay.
So here he is driving by, and one of our congregants essentially is walking down the street because there's folks need to keep an eye out, and he drives by and look what he says to him.
This is them right here. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So he's driving and recording and showing the property, and then he passes by a guy.
How's it going, bro?
So who talked first, Tom?
The guy that's recording.
Yeah.
So
the guy that's recording looks at one of the guys and says, "What's up, bro?" And he's expecting, look, people like this, he's expecting he's going to keep driving. That guy's not going to say anything because, he's in his car and stuff like that. And well, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Here's what happened.
You good?
So he said, "What's up, back?" So, "What's up, bro? What's up, man?" And then here's what he said.
My God.
Yeah. How's it going, bro? You good? Yes, sir. You security?
And his first question is, "You security?" Like, look, even if he is,
yeah,
like, what does that matter? Like, what you're driving by?
Why would
someone.
he tell you if he's security? Yes, I'm security, and I got my firearm on the right side of my hip, right below the pocket line. It's like, brother, like he's not gonna tell you.
Oh man, and so this guy thinks he's gonna be slick here.
What are you?
So you security. All right, let me actually take this back and put it out. One.
Brother, please don't be a boomer, man. You have that entire console under you that you could just in 1 second scroll down and change the speed. Don't go into the settings, man.
Don't worry about
please.
it. So check this out, folks.
You good?
What? Say it.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay.
This is them right here.
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
Yeah. How's it going, bro? You good? Yes, sir. You security? I can help you. What?
So he says, "Are you security?" He says, "How can I help you?" And then this happens.
Are you security? I can help you. I'm just here. I'm
just here. Well, yeah, we can tell.
What? Are you security? I can help you. I'm just here. I'm driving by. That's
good. Keep on driving then.
Yeah. What are you, security?
None of your business who I am, bro. I'm a pedestrian walking.
Oh, you're so who are you? So if you're a pedestrian, then who you talking to?
That's so funny, man. That's so funny.
Hey, he's the one who said, "What's up, man?" And then the guy talks back to him, and he's like, "If you're a pedestrian, then who are you talking to?" You, because you're the one who asked him, "What's up?" You just thought you were gonna keep driving, and the guy wasn't gonna say anything because you thought you were intimidating, and then you realized you probably talked to the worst of all the guys you could have talked to. Right, Tom?
Yeah, we know him. Yeah, we know the guy.
Like, there's like 3 people that I just face value. I wouldn't want Malik hitting up. This guy's one of them. He just happened to come across wrong time, wrong place, I guess, right? Or right time, right place. I'm not sure. And he says, "Keep driving, man. Keep driving."
Are you a pedestrian? Why are you talking, bro?
He says, "Who you talking to?" when he's having a conversation with the guy.
Yeah, that's so funny. That's just so good.
Like, look, guys, we live in LA, okay? We live in LA, and you don't just randomly drive up to folks and go, "What up? What up?" You don't hit people up like that. It's dangerous. I know Malik says he's from this area, but I'm not sure whether he's from LA. Maybe he's from somewhere else, where they can drive up to people and say, "Hello, sir. How are you doing?"
So who are you? So if you're a pedestrian, then who you talking to?
Who am I talking to?
Yeah, who you talking to?
Homie, who you talking to?
What do you mean who you talking to, homie?
You pulled up on me, dog. Who you talking to?
No, you was talking to me.
You pulled, and he did pull up on him because he drove up, Tom, and he said that stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking to you.
You said what you doing here?
About to run my ass over, bro.
Oh no, I ain't running. Nobody running you over.
Keep on going there.
Hey, what's up? Why you getting closer?
As he's like driving his car away, he's like slowly letting go of the brake. Like,
shit, you're talking to me like you want to do
what's
something,
up?
G.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you keep on moving?
Yeah.
And so,
what's up? What's up? You doing something?
So, and then Elijah knew that he was driving around because people on TikTok had. I just met Elijah, by the way. I didn't know who Elijah was. I met Elijah for the first time at our event, and Elijah kind of steps up and says, "Hey," because he knew he was on there, and says, "Hey, what's going on?" But the Muslims are making a huge deal. Tom, listen to this. The Muslims are making a huge deal over Elijah pulling up his pants here.
Like you want to do
what's
something,
up?
G.
Look. Oh yeah.
Why don't you keep on moving?
Yeah. What's up? What's up? You doing something?
And say, "Oh, he's gonna." They said Elijah was attacking him because he pulled up his pants.
Not the guy who drove up in front of the church where he's threatened the speakers and their wives and
not the guy who drove up to somebody walking down the street and say, What up, man?
Sup, bro? Yeah.
Sup?
How's it going, bro? Bro?
Sup? In LA, driving up to people saying sup.
What does his shirt say?
I think it says
Elijah
Amor
shirt.
Clothing.
Oh.
Amor Clothing. And like, dude, you just don't do that. I mean, if this guy's actually from LA and he claims certain, gangs and stuff, he should probably know he shouldn't be rolling up on people and going, especially in that area.
Yeah, also that's very rude, just in general. That could have been a pedestrian, by the way. It wasn't, contrary to what's going around. It wasn't a random pedestrian, but that's still like could have been. And by the way, the area in that we're talking about here is a sort of not a private area but it's like a neighborhood. So they have one of those neighborhoods that have their own patrol and things of that sort. So the people there are generally more watchful. They live in beautiful homes and things of that sort, and they have a private patrol. So people are just generally very aware. It's like neighborhood watch. It's not a random like busy neighborhood you're walking through and you can be recording and yelling at random pedestrians walking on the street and people wouldn't take notice. Like that's a neighborhood where people take notice. And by the way, it's also a neighborhood, just put it out there, and it's also a setting in which people who have no idea who you are, Malik, are there. And they haven't picked a fight with you. There's, young kids they're serving and ushering and things of that sort. This is not the Santa Monica Pier or private alley you decided to meet up with these guys and like pull up. This is an event where people are there to learn about apologetics, worship God, a bunch of women and some children. And like, this is not the scene, you know what I mean? To be doing your gangster drive-by smack talk.
Yeah.
Look,
look, Tom, if he wanted to show up at the event with, I don't know, a sign or something like that and stand outside and be like, Christianity's false. Nobody would have said anything to him.
Or even come debate me or come, show up, come outside and talk to me.
Any one of those things. I mean, we probably would have had 20 people go out to him and talk to him and debate him if he did that. He actually would have gotten conversations because there's a lot of people inside that are evangelists, that are guys that love evangelizing and speaking about these subjects, and they would have gone and spoken to him. There's no question about it.
Yeah, and by the way, why is his immediate assumption like the way he's speaking, like somebody if somebody did come outside, it would be to like fight him?
Because
like,
that's
why would that be the assumption?
Yeah.
Like, brother, we're not bored. Like, no one's gonna go to jail for a random guy pulling up and like recording our church building. Like, none of us want to go down for that. It's not heroic enough to do that. Like, it's just like, why would that be the first thing? Even let's say 15 people came outside because they were concerned or whatever. 30 people came outside. Why would the first thing be these guys are coming out to like fight me at an apologetics event? Like, brother, this is not I don't know how the Muslims do it, but this is not how the Christians, when we have events, we're not talking about like mass murdering infidels and stuff like that. We're talking about like preaching the gospel, how to change lives, how to heal the sick and brokenhearted and things of that. So we're not sitting there like, never mind.
Correct. So I'm going to show a video. This is where, so because he did that, because he went and did this conversation, then our security folks were on high alert. Like, hey, there's a guy here. This guy's threatened people, doxed people, and all that. And so, let me see. And because of that, they were on high alert, and some of the guys on security were watching his live. They were keeping an eye on his TikTok as he was going around. But then he went on and made all sorts of claims, guys. So let me...
Okay, come down the street. Come down the street.
Hey, bro.
So he's saying come down the street and all this stuff. But he also... I don't know if that was earlier where he says there's 20 of them outside. Like there was thousands of cars.
Yeah.
Okay, come down the street. Why are we talking?
Bro,
y'all playing games right now. Hey, I'm round the corner, bro. Come down the street. Y'all ain't about shit, bro. Y'all ain't about shit right now. Y'all ain't about shit. Yo.
So this is his. I guess is that allowed in Islam? I don't know. Like
The double
this guy's
negative?
just he's more like a gangster.
Y'all ain't about. Yeah, we're not about that.
Yeah,
we're not. That's what we
about
do
Jesus,
in the
man.
restroom when we eat too much. We're not about that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, this is when he gets pulled over by the cop.
Who was in the car? Are you slow?
I say, hey, does he want to come down the street?
Come run the feed.
Does he want to come down the street? Does he want to come down the street or no?
We seen EJ walking by himself and you fled the scene.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back on the scene now. I'm back on the scene. Come outside. Cool. I'm back on the scene.
No, wait. Hold.
So like all of it's like this, bro. I mean, this is ridiculously childish, by the way. The fact that I have to talk about this, it makes me feel like
outside looking. Wallahi, they're outside looking.
Look. Oh, this is the part. Check this out.
Oh, they got
Check this out. So he initially said there's thousands of cars, which there aren't. And then he says this.
Send this to me so I can post on Twitter too. Guys, I don't have any followers. Like, this is the first time in my life I've ever done something without followers. So like, just you guys need to all band together with me because I'm here. And if they don't come, then they're cowards. And guess what? I'll even give them another chance next weekend. Look, I'm driving by the church. Nobody's here at the front. Nobody.
So he's looking and he's saying nobody's here at the front. And then all of a sudden, 20 people appear. According to him. I don't know how that happens.
It sounds like how Muhammad got his revelations and stuff like that.
He's here at the front.
Randomly.
They sent security to the front. Oh, they got security right there at the front. Wallahi, so they put security.
No way.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm the organizer of this event, by the way. Me. And the guy right there. We are the ones that put this event together. We organize almost every aspect of this entire event, right, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have security at the event?
Yes.
Did we have security last time we did this event when we had Ruslan and David Wood at the event?
Yes.
Did we have 20 security guards at the event?
Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, that's
no, we didn't. We didn't. We won't tell you how many we had, but we didn't have 20. We didn't have 30. This guy says they sent security out.
Oh, they got 4 security. Oh, they got 2 more, bro. Wallahi, they sent security out. Wallahi, I just seen security. 2 bold niggas. They were
Hey, I'm just kind of trying to see who might of those individuals been. But here's a surprising fact. If you were to come into our church and our gathering, you'd see a lot of bald guys with beards.
That's right.
That looked like this. That right here. That looked like this guy. Right here. Bald, bearded, biblical. Should have worn my hoodie. Should have worn my hoodie. Right. And this guy's like, they sent people out. By the way, Avery and Mike were not running the event. They didn't send anyone out. That was not their responsibility. They were there as guest speakers. That's it.
Also, isn't that what you wanted though? Like, it wasn't that his intention to get people to come out?
Yeah, I guess.
And then there's this like shock, like, oh my gosh, they're actually doing what I asked them to do. Let's assume that people were
nothing was announced publicly. AP and Logic are not involved in calling cops. Like, people called the police. Mike and Avery did not call the police. Other people called the police. Our security called the police specifically because of something he said on the stream. Before that, he was driving around. He was talking, streaming. They were aware of it, had eyes on it, and all that stuff. Okay. So he's going to keep talking and saying there's 30 of them. Like for some, in his mind, like even if these guys are security guys, they're not pulling up on you, man. Like, you're the one driving around.
They were outside looking. Wallahi, they're outside looking. Oh, bro, wallahi, they got security out.
You see how they start panicking when it gets real?
Should I bust a U-turn and talk to him?
Did you guys notice that? Should I bust a U-turn and talk to them? The security guys, according to him.
Can I read something real quick, Art? Just one second.
Mm-hmm.
A security officer is a professional employed to protect people, property, assets, often functioning in a supervisory or higher responsibility role compared, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm going to stop there because it's a longer definition. But that's what a security guard is supposed to do. Like if you've hired people to secure the premises for whatever reason, it shouldn't be a shocker that like there's a security guard. Like once some guy is like going up and down the street, up and down the street, up and down the street, and then it's like, oh, now the guy's on a stream, blah blah blah, and then now the guy tells him, oh, the guy on the stream is the guy who threatened this guy's like life and things of that sort.
Mind
it's a very
you,
natural response.
Yeah, but mind you,
Right.
these guys ended up going outside after his initial confrontation with one of the guys.
Yeah, exactly.
So he approached someone, hit him up. What up, bro? What up, man? Like whatever. And then he has this confrontation. He has this confrontation with Elijah. He goes, I'm gonna pull over right now. Come down. And then he just keeps driving. He never pulls over. But now he's saying, oh, of course the security is gonna say, hey, this guy just drove by. He stopped and started talking to people with the mannerisms that he has, and obviously people are gonna react to that.
And we take responsibility for that, by the way.
Correct.
Not Avery or Michael. We take responsibility for that. It's our responsibility to protect the speakers that we have. So if you're going to say, oh, they didn't come out, they were such sissies, they didn't want to talk to me, they called the cops. We called the cops, bro. And we would call the cops again, and we would call the cops no matter who it was. Because that event, that setting. So here's the thing, like freedom of speech and all that, right? And you have the freedom of speech, but we also have the right to be cautious when we know there's somebody who hasn't just debated or been mean or said, nasty words, but has actually threatened pop someone's life, within this like group of people, the YouTubers and things of that sort. And so we have the right, if the police haven't done something about it, which I hope they do, because I think that's miscarriage of justice. But if they haven't done something about it, we have to be cautious. Like, so we're going to be cautious when we see someone who's said things that are probably like, erring on the side of like violence.
Or 100%, not erring on the side of violence, 100%.
Yes.
He's threatened people.
Of course we're going to call the cops. What are we going to, like, what's the other alternative? The guy that threatens, we're going to just like, take out our guns, and once we see you, like, that's what are we going to do? We're going to call the authorities. That's what people do. This is America, bro. Like, that's what we do. You've threatened, you've done something. We call the police when we see you because we're protecting our speakers. That's what we do. It's like, if we didn't do that, then why would anybody come speak at our events? Or why would anybody controversial come speak at our events? We have to protect them. That's our responsibility. That's what you would have done. That's what whatever mosque that was holding an event, whatever masjid was holding an event, that's what they would have done. If people came outside that had threatened to kill one of your, imams, I'm sure if that guy rolled up, you would have someone call the cops.
Yeah.
Very natural, and you'd probably be right in doing so.
Well said. So, he keeps going like this.
I'm show you that these guys call security on me, right?
They didn't call security on you. Okay. Security was there at the event. Nobody called security. We told the security. By the way, let me just say this. The security guard that we had in front of the sanctuary checked bags of people who actually bought tickets.
Yeah, that's right.
Because that's what he's supposed to do. That's his job. So it's not like Michael and Avery sat there and called security. Security. No, there are security guards there, and they saw you being suspicious. You rolled up on the person, and like you're a thug looking for a fight. And so people came outside, security came outside to secure the perimeter. Yeah. Because you are an unhinged, unreliable individual.
Yeah, and we do what by the way, as as our church is hosting the event and Apologia Center is hosting the event, we were going to make sure we did everything possible to protect the people inside, people we love, people we serve with. So this was like for a smaller event of 5,000 people that we had
with thousands of cars.
Of 200 people, we made sure. I mean, if like we checked bags, if somebody was wearing a like a jacket or a coat that was like a zip up, we had the security had them open it. The security guard was in constant communication with me, Arthur, and others there who were also helping out and things of that sort. So we were going to protect those speakers no matter what. And I think what you're showing right now is great evidence that we did just that. So I see this as a very proud moment. Maybe we use this in our intro for Praise with Reason 3, and we say, if you got someone you don't like, a hater, your ex-wife, whoever it is, showing up at our parking lot, we're going to have security out there quickly. Best believe it. We're going to have our security out there quickly.
Yeah, and you better believe that we have multiple strands of security.
Oh, yeah. That goes without being said.
Multiple lines of defense. Here's what Mike Jones and Avery didn't do. They didn't get involved in the internal affairs of the people holding the event. Nothing at that event happened without me and Tom. We knew about everything, and we were in charge of the event. JP Uncut says, Arthur, tomorrow is not promised. I'm going to give you your flowers right now while you're alive. Okay.
JP, are you threatening? JP,
I don't know what JP's talking about. I don't know what JP's talking about. JP texted me today. He's like, don't forget me, bro. Don't forget me. I'm your man.
JP, you're scaring us with those. Those are fighting words, bro. Now you're going to roll up on some pedestrian
Holy Heat,
street and be like,
Holy Heat is in the house. Holy Heat said they can work security at our next event.
Nah, brother, we need someone with experience with firearms. We can't just have anybody out there.
What are you talking about, bro? Holy Heat's got it down. What you talking about?
I've seen this setup, bro.
Yeah. Blue jacket guy was a ninja. Just we had ninjas. Don't worry about it. So he keeps talking.
Look, I just saw 4 security guards outside. I thought those were people. Here.
Hey, I got to because I'm a nitpicker at this stuff. He said, I saw 4 security guards out there. I thought those were people. Newsflash, security guards are people. 2.
Yeah. At least for now. We don't have AI security guards right now.
Yeah. That's true.
They were definitely people.
Let me bust a U-turn. I'm going to show you real quick.
So now he's going to show us the security guys.
Watch.
By the way, he always...
And then guys...
always makes these comments about 20, 30 people being there, but he never shows the 20, 30 people.
When we do that, then guys, don't ever say I didn't pull up. Don't say I didn't pull up because they called security right now. Watch. I just seen it. This is why, Issa, I have that 6th sense. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, there it is. Okay, so the security...
So slow that down a little bit. Put that on like 0.65.
So security heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because security was at this point keeping an eye on his stream, and security heard him say this, and the context matters. By the way, he's turning around, he's throwing a U-turn, he's saying they got security out there. Okay, so watch.
Don't say I didn't pull up because they called security right now. Watch.
They called security right now. Watch.
I just seen it. This is why, Issa, I have that 6th sense.
This is why I got that 6th sense.
Yeah, I think that's what he says. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Now, I heard 6th sense at first, but I think you're probably right.
Now,
that's what he said.
Some folks are saying he's saying I got that 6th sense. Some are saying he's saying I got that sixth sense. But what security heard was him saying, I got that sig set. Now, for those who aren't aware, that term specifically, sig set, sig is obviously a reference to a handgun. Set means a collection. I got that whole package of the sig. That term is also used in some rap music.
Yes.
So here's an individual who's a failed rapper and all that stuff. And so security heard that, and security called the cops and said, this is a guy who just said on his live that he's got a sig on him. Okay. Now he mispronounces words. He doesn't know how to talk clearly. But then, like, all of a sudden he does when the cops show up, because then he's like, yes, sir, yes, officer, for sure, yes. He doesn't go into the slang sense. He can say sixth sense. It's okay. But
don't say I didn't pull up, because they called security right
now.
Watch.
Can you slow down as much as possible?
How much am I going to slow down?
Just slow down a decent bit. Like, take it to like 0.50 or something like that. Like, I just want to see if we. What? And can you turn your captions on real quick? Just out of curiosity.
No, I can't turn my captions on.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me see. It won't show.
Okay. Just seen it. This is why, Issa, I have that sixth sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can you make sense of that?
No, I
regardless.
Yeah, this is the thing. I don't want to accuse him, but that's what we heard. That's what they heard.
Let me put it this way. The security heard him say sixth set, and because they're wise and they want to be cautious with everything, and they are paid to take care of all this stuff, the police were called. That this is an individual. The police were told that this is an individual who in the past has put people's addresses on online, threatened their wives, sent out, doxed their wives' phone numbers, threatened to show up to conferences and actually pop someone who was at our conference last year, by the way.
Yeah.
They called and told the police this, and the police responded by saying, yeah, this is our area. We patrol this area, and we will keep an eye out. And if we see him constantly keep patrolling, we'll take care of it. Which they did. Now, I didn't know about this till like way after the event, that the police had actually, or sorry, no, I one of our security guys told me that he'd been pulled over towards the end of the event. Now,
that's right.
They pulled him over. They, let me see. They cuffed him. He complained about being cuffed.
Of course. I got you.
Say to your left. Is there anyone else in your car?
Nope.
All right. Face over to your left. No. Left. I said to your left.
Oh, step.
A little more. Now, come back. Come back. Listen to my voice. Keep going.
Good. Sorry.
Gotta get that body cam footage, bro. We gotta get that body cam footage.
Now,
is this still on so slow speed, by the way?
Guys, rise honey.
No, it's not. Okay. So they did not arrest him, by the way. There's Muslim. I did a little bit of research earlier today. There's specifically a Muslim. There's a Muslim girl that goes on his chats and stuff on his TikTok, and she said they arrested him with for a weapon and intent to use or something. They did not arrest him. He was cuffed and detained, and his car was searched, and he was let go because they didn't find any weapons in his car. That's it. somebody. So here's someone who was at our event, and here's what he says. I was there on Saturday. Nobody there knew this clown showed up. Great event, by the way. Thank you very much. You know why nobody knew that this guy had showed up? Because the security did their job.
Exactly.
Because they're professionals and they did their job. Okay. So they cuffed him. He complains about the cuff at one point. He goes, ow, that hurts. I can't. I can't with that. Oh, that hurts.
Oh, does he say that?
And they searched his car. Then, he jumped back in there. He does. I just don't know where it's at when he does that.
We don't care, Henny. Yeah, I'm RQ. You're.
And then he jumps back in there and goes.
No, I'm parked.
All right. Somebody told me to. I'm not gonna say who. They told me to advise you to tell you to park away from Logic or wherever, because they might want to get your license plate. Or I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about that.
Damn,
listen, people
he also I think he also like lied to the cops supposedly, according to him, about his address and stuff like that. But I just can't take this guy seriously at anything because he's trying to present himself to be like this thug defender of Islam or something like that. It's frankly dangerous. It's frankly dangerous because you don't know who's watching online. You don't know what the mentality, the mind state of those individuals are that are watching. Like we all, as content creators, including myself, we all need to be careful and watchful over the stuff we see on the internet and the way we act. Because we're held responsible. This is a guy who doesn't realize he can be held responsible for stuff he does on the internet. So he was not arrested again, guys. He was not arrested. He wasn't processed or anything. He wasn't taken in. And yeah, the cops did their job, man. Props to the cops. They did their job. They took him out. They searched his car. They didn't find anything. They put him back in his car. They said, have a good day. And he said that the cops said that we're sleazeballs, we lied, and he said all these things. We have the contact of the police officers. And if we need to, we can straighten all those things out.
That's right.
If Maloink wasn't such a crazy liar, I would swear he was seeing angels protecting the place.
Squirt gun with camel pee. That's funny.
Did they find weed in his car? The shame, he was invited to go and then he showed up and you guys act like he wasn't supposed to be there. Listen, weeping spirit, he was not invited to our event. He was invited to go to the pier. He showed up to the pier late, and then he showed up to our event late and started driving around and saying random stuff. If you actually had just a common sense and understood what LA traffic is like and how much it takes to get from one place to another place and how far these distances are, you'd realize that he wasn't invited to our event. Who invited him to our event? To do what? To be one of the speakers? You think we're going to let this loser get up there and speak in front of people? To debate individuals? Like, we have our schedule online on the registration page. So, weeping spirit.
Also, this is not like a YouTubers meetup or whatever. You know what I mean? This is a worship night / apologetics conference where we sing songs, we sing hymns, and then we have speakers talking about the Trinity, etc., and things of that sort. So this is not an event where it was not even the right context for someone like Malik who has issues. The pier was a great context. This one wasn't. So it's ridiculous to say that,
Jerome says, I wonder how the average person was supposed to know that he was streaming. It's not as if most people would be on their phones. Correct. Most people wouldn't know that, but there are individuals who record every single one of Malik's streams because they're incriminating, because they will be used against him, because he gets on the internet and says really, really, really dumb stuff, and he thinks you can get away with it. And so we were informed by some folks who were not at the event, but they saw he was streaming and told us that he's at the venue and he's streaming. That's how we found out about it. Why do they act like Christians are going to act like the Muslims? What is Avery going to do with his license plate? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, what else?
Look, it's important to realize, the context of people you're dealing with.
Oh yes, yes.
Like these brothers that were speaking, a few of them, right? They were recently at Dearborn, Michigan.
Yeah.
Where you could have approached them, you could have debated them, you could have yelled at them, you could have cussed them out, you could have pulled up, all that kind of stuff.
Well,
right?
Tom, check this out. Malik claims that he has a lot of money. Actually, in this stream, he says, "Hey, I had to turn it off or take the volume down or something like that because I had 15 grand in the car and I didn't want y'all to know how I make the bag or something like that." Right? It's like if you got that kind of money and you knew all of these guys were going to be in Dearborn, Michigan, why didn't you show up? Just get a flight there and debate them. Like, dude, it's not going to cost you a lot of money if you're really, really that rich to end up where these guys go to and they travel and speak in different places. Show up. They're in front of a mosque. You'll feel confident because you'll have your Muslim brotherhood behind you, and debate them.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, these guys literally went into the lion's den essentially, and they were right there. And just in general, like the threatening nature of the Dawa guys, it's like you had everyone you wanted right there. You didn't even want to have a conversation with these guys, you know. And the people that were trying to have conversations, you were like discouraging them from doing so. And then there's a closed meeting of apologetics and worship, and then that's where you guys decide to show up or jump on the guys live who's showing up and support him to a closed event of people worshiping, of women and children and things of that sort. That's the one. That's where you get courageous, brothers. Not when the guy's on your own home court. So it's just,
he kept saying he was gonna get jumped, but by who? The security guards? Like, bro, I'm telling you, it's just all of that stuff is a lie. This guy likes victimizing himself. Like, oh, they came out to me. They're gonna hit me up. They're gonna jump me. I'm alone. It's like, no, nobody was gonna jump you, man. Malik is from Irvine. Oh gosh, man. Hey, Tom, he's from Irvine, bro.
That's like pretty gangster location, if you ask me. That's some of the biggest gangs are in Irvine.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the serious gangsters live in Irvine. Oh gosh. Hey, I do want to pull up a couple. There's a couple of things that David Wood had it on his stream yesterday that I think we should look at, Tom. Do you think so?
Go ahead.
Because David said a couple of things.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. By the way, guys, thanks for joining and staying.
Yeah.
On this.
If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead. We do apologetics. Been doing apologetics for a very long time. There's someone who asked a question before I pulled that up. SJ Apologetics says, as someone who just started the YouTube apologetics journey, should I focus on specific topic in apologetics or should I cover all topics? How trained are you in these things? That's a very important question. How trained are you in all these things? I mean, can you cover all topics? Can you cover the one topic that you want to cover. I mean, that's very, very important. And look, frankly put, I think people should spend a good amount of time training to do these things well. That's very important. Oh, you know what? That's a good time to talk about our brand new partnership that just started with Logos Bible Software. Tom, don't you think?
Yeah, go ahead.
Guys,
go ahead.
We launched this at our event. And you guys, this is the first stream we're talking about. If you go to logos.com/Apologia Center, it's in the description box. And you click on the link, it's going to take you there. I have worked with Logos Bible Software in creating a Apologia Center study bundle. Okay. This is the Apologia Center study bundle. What is this? Let's see. Hang on. I think my cache is cache.
Hey, Rob, were you at the event, Rob? Rob Reed Music? Were you at the event?
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he was.
I thought I saw him.
That's not fun. I got to delete all this stuff for the new website to pop up.
Rob, are you the gentleman that showed up early? I'm just wondering. Are you the gentleman that showed up early to help? If you are, I was talking about you.
Man.
It kind of rings a bell. Can't believe that became a crime investigation stream. From a Greek, much love to my Armenian brethren.
Much love. Okay, love. Pulled it up. We got this. Here we go, Tom. Okay, so we have partnered with Logos Bible Software, and we are offering the Apologia Center study bundle, y'all. Look at that. So, man, this is, I mean, most of my recommended books are in here. Some stuff that I haven't recommended are in here. Really, really good resources. The value here is insane, Tom. We are offering people 90% off, basically. The bundle is 89% off. So if you get this bundle, which is the smaller one, you're gonna pay $145, and you're gonna be getting books that are worth $1,400. There's 3 books in there. Just those 3 books equal to the value of that entire bundle. And then the larger bundle, which I recommend, and I'll tell you exactly what I recommend, why I recommend it. The larger bundle is $399. Okay. And this is, the books in this are worth $3,800. $3,800, guys. This has the Pillar New Testament commentary set in it. Just the Pillar New Testament commentary set is worth more than the bundle. It's worth like $450. Just that set that's in that bundle is worth more than that. So again, you can go to logos.com/Apologia Center. But here's what we also added. Until the 2nd, because of our conference, until May 2nd, if you go and get it, and here's the coupon code if you need it, Apologia 426, you will also get a History of the Doctrine of the Trinity by Fred Sanders, which is a 10-hour course. Amazing. It's a mobile ed class. Just this collection value, $550, 100% off, you guys. So like, it's really a no-brainer. So we got, and you can click around. I'll show you, but you can click around and say exactly which books are meant to be in it. Or are in it. So if I were to hit learn more about dynamic stuff, and then you go over here, these are all the resources that are in the bundle. You got the Holman Standard, the Holman Christian Standard Bible, which is now the CSB. You got biblical commentaries. You got Bible dictionaries. You have theological dictionaries and encyclopedias. New Testament. I love this book, by the way. Honor, Patronage, Kinship, and Purity. Phenomenal book on New Testament history and New Testament studies, general biblical studies. You got courses in there already included. The patristic period. You got the patristic period activities, and you got the patristic period videos in there. This is an 11-hour course. You got hermeneutics, amazing, how to study the Bible, systematic theology, 2 systematic theology books, Bible and theology books. We have the Unseen Realm. By the way, the Unseen Realm and Reversing Herman were late additions to this. I was like, I want some Michael Heiser stuff in there. So we got those put in there. Man, church history, again, early church history, confessions, catechisms. You got spirituality stuff, spiritual disciplines. Very, very good book, this one. Study Bibles, got Apologetics Study Bible. And then you got a bunch of apologetics and world religion stuff in there. Fine-tuning arguments. Here's, let me show, where is it? Check this out. Philosophical Foundations for a Christian Worldview by Moreland and Craig. That's a $50 book. Comprehensive Guide to Apologetics, that's like a $40 book. So like we now these are ebooks, that's why you're seeing different prices here, by the way. So amazing. We got philosophy books in there. Loving Wisdom by Paul Copan. So if you actually calculate the stuff, you're looking at $3,800. And the reason why I'm talking about it so much is because I'm genuinely excited that we've been able to partner with Logos Bible Software. Something that I would have just not thought would ever happen. I've been promoting Logos Bible Software forever. Like, I just love
Logos. I love Bible that you Software. Said yesterday, you were like, I was doing free promotion for them. Now they want to pay me.
Yeah, like it's cool. And then it's all the stuff that I would recommend, Tom. So the reason why I brought that up is because the gentleman asked me, like, I'm just getting into this apologetic stuff. What should I focus on? Preparation matters. Preparation matters, man. Okay.
That's right.
Okay, let me pull this up.
Up on you, I'm rolling up, pulling up on your church. They're scared. They're oh my goodness, someone came in. Ah! The heck? What is this, man? What the heck is this?
I do have to correct you, David.
This they have the stupid. They're going.
I gotta find where David said this.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so here it is.
Need to do something.
This dude, he just walked.
So Elijah had a conversation with our friend later on, and here's what that conversation was about.
Walking, we got put on a break. Like IP gave a presentation. They're like, all right, let's go take a break. I'm outside. Fearless Truth comes.
Mind you, that was a 15-minute break for people to grab something to drink, use the restroom, and then come back. Okay.
To me, tells me, I go outside. Obviously, we're looking for Malik because Malik said that he was here. So we're sitting there and we're looking. They're all back. When I hear Malik audibly, because he's still down the block, like he's still a couple cars away from the front of the parking lot. So when I hear him audibly and I see that he's talking in front of a white Benz, I look for a white Benz. I see it, and then I see whoever he was talking to.
Oh, so you had to find him.
Yes. I walked. That's why I'm walking so fast.
Wait, hang on. So wait, you saw in the video that he.
Sure, I gotta get to the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Rob. It says Malik's GPS showed he arrived at Santa Monica Pier 8 minutes after your event began. Oh god. Hey, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. I came to our own event after, like I arrived at the venue after Avery and Mike were there. And I live 8 minutes away. Right.
That's right.
And that was around, I don't know, probably 4:30, and our event started at 5. This guy's showing up 8 minutes after. Wow. Getting to Sun Valley from Pier on Saturday night within an hour is like parting the Red Sea. That's good. Yeah, I mean, seriously. That would have taken him at the very least an hour to get there. And which is interesting because that's why he showed up and everything was already in full flow and function, you know.
He's in front of a white Benz, so you look at like parking lot and tons of cars parked along the side of the road. And he's sitting in his car. Yeah, we're looking at someone, and then like are just
to approach him.
He says you're rolling up on him with like 30 people, man.
Did you see 30 people?
No, I didn't see anyone. I saw the random dude. Hang on. Saw the random dude, and then you. Hang on. Let's see. Let me see. Let me freeze it. Right.
What's up? You doing something? Let me park. I got you. Let me park.
Where are these 30 people, man?
All right, let's go. Here. Let's park. Look at these guys pulling up outside for the fade. All right.
Okay.
For the fade. Okay. All of a sudden.
Thaddeus, that is not how you spell aggression.
Yeah. I was in a hurry. Okay.
You and Malik and everything you say. All right.
You're going to need to rewind and to jump. Elijah touched his pants.
I'm talking to you.
You said what you doing here.
Malik, if you rewind it, Malik pulls up on him and says, "What's up?" And in response, the dude says, "What's up?" And then in the middle of the conversation, Malik says, "Nah, you was talking to me." That dude didn't. Yeah. He didn't approach you till you said something.
Let's see exactly what happens here.
Yeah.
Okay.
How's it going, bro? What's up, bro? You good? Yes, sir. You security?
I can help you.
What? Are you security?
So, just to be clear, this guy sees this guy driving around, looks at him, and he says, "Hey, what's up?" And then he says, "Yeah, what's up?" He goes, "Oh, you security? How can I help you?" In other words, you look like you're around here filming. You're driving circles around the place. How can I help you? And then you start talking to me. How can I help you? And then, "Oh, you're security." And then, of course,
I'm just here. I'm driving by.
That's cool. Keep on driving then.
Yeah. What are you, security?
None of your business who I am, bro. I'm a pedestrian walking.
Oh, so if you're a pedestrian, then who you talking to?
Can you imagine if you're walking down the street, someone, "Hey, who are you? Who are you? You security? Yeah. Pedestrian? What's going on, man? What's going on, man?" Idiot.
Who am I talking to?
Yeah, who you talking to?
Hey, homie, who you talking to?
What do you mean who you talking to, homie?
You messing with the wrong one, Malik.
No, you was
This is where David's got a good read. Man, David can read people really well. I just want to tell you guys that. He doesn't know this guy from anyone. And
talking to me.
I'm talking to you.
You said what you doing here?
I'm about to run my ass over, bro.
Oh no, I ain't running. I know.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've mentioned in the past, I've been in.
Here it is, guys. Here's David's analysis.
Oh no, I ain't running. I know.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've mentioned in the past, I've been in prison. You after a while you get like a sixth sense about people. Like,
hey, look, sixth sense.
Here's someone you don't mess with. He might not be saying anything, but you just get a vibe off him. And then there are other people who are running their mouths like crazy, but you could just tell. And those guys always get slapped or punched in the mouth or something like that because people everyone else can pick up on it. You develop this sense about people you should mess with and people you can mess with and people you definitely should not mess with. I'm getting vibes that this dude would kick the crap out of Malik in a heartbeat.
That's funny.
I'm just saying that David has a really good ability to see certain things about people.
He has a good sixth sense.
Yeah, he's got a good sixth sense. David actually mentioned earlier on as well that that's a predominantly Armenian neighborhood, and you shouldn't just drive up to people and hit them up. Like, what up, man? It's not a good idea, guys. Bad idea. Very bad idea. The fact that, as a matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna let Elijah explain this because he does a good job.
Yeah, well, Malik gets super scared. The guy takes one step, and Malik's like, "Why are you coming after me? Why are you coming after me?
Police!" Malik probably called the cops on himself, man.
I got to talk to him afterwards, and
so this is Elijah got to speak to him,
and he ended up telling me like he just came to Christ like last year, and he was like, "Dude, if I'm back in my old days, like." This would have been a completely different story. He was, I just got saved. Like, so yeah, that could have really went left, very, very quickly. And you can see it starting to come out of him right here.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, and Malik is harassing
that's
him.
A man that's a man that held his composure, man.
Yes.
Even I would say he was even extra polite. Even in his Christian state, he was being extra polite there, and he probably knew that, you know, he was representing Jesus there as well, and he knew that this could be online and things of that sort. And I thought he held his composure, and it was a great response. He looked tough. He is tough, but at the same time, he didn't go overboard cussing this guy out and cussing his mama out or something like that. He held his composure.
He held his composure. He did recently become a believer. So Excellence says 100% that stance with his hands in his pocket tells you everything. You can tell this dude's about that life.
Hey, y'all lucky Pisabi didn't come out. Y'all lucky
Pisabi was out there, bro. He would have
been a different situation.
Pisabi would have sent Malik packing for misrepresenting Islam. SJ Apologetics says, I have my bachelor's in religious education and I see apologetics in my free time. I've also been a youth pastor for 9 years now. I don't think I'm the most qualified, but I love apologetics. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, you got some good years under your belt, 9 years being a youth pastor and all that. You look young in your picture there. What I would say is, look, there's no right answer to this question. Some people do apologetics, say, for example, like Avery, predominantly focuses on Islam, recently has been kind of trying to focus on things like Jehovah's Witnesses and stuff. Mike Jones started off by creating videos specifically explaining Old Testament sort of stuff and, Bible contradictions and people saying things are stolen, like the zeitgeist kind of controversy and all that stuff. I do apologetics in a very different way. Mine is very general apologetics, but I lean towards like philosophical apologetics, where like I'm not dealing with science much, but someone might be a scientist and like focus on that stuff a lot more. I would say ask yourself the question, what's the need? What's your passion? What are you really good at? And then focus on those things. I think I'm pretty good at doing general apologetics and sitting with people and talking and listening to their questions and approaching it from a pastoral perspective, and specifically from a perspective of training up people to have a proper response. So I have a high focus on actually training up Christians to not be reliant on me to do their evangelistic work. I'll give you the tools, you go do it. That's very, very big in my life. So I would say, man, pray, see what you like, see what you enjoy, what you're really good at, and then focus on those things. That'd be my comments. Can you play the part where he mentions the majority Armenian population or give the timestamp? Do you remember? That was earlier in this stream, huh?
Yeah, that's at during a super chat. It's
yeah, that's right. I think I
so
found
it's
it.
Probably.
I think
when you see that specific super chat, which is up for a few minutes, that's the part.
Okay, are you looking at the comments, Tom?
Yeah, I am. One of Malik's friends said he would have put Elijah in the hospital if he was there. They are weird. Yeah, why put anyone in the hospital, man? Yeah, that's the updated comments, brother.
That's it?
Yes, sir. You just read one of them. Can't believe that Anchor became a ground for empire warfare. Now, listen, Arthur is in the YouTube world. Like, he's friends with these guys. I'm not. I watch it and stuff for the sake of this, but I'm not really into that kind of dialogue. I'm more into like the serious, like Alex Jones.
Serious and Alex Jones. I'm dead.
I'm more into the Alex O'Connor and
hey, so am I, man. Serious. This guy's like, I'm more into the serious people. Arthur and his friends, dabble in these
my guy. Listen, all I'm trying to say is, the people I enjoy watching in the Christian world are on the less like drama YouTube side, and are on the more just drama free YouTube side. That's my preference. So where was I fully going with this? I don't know.
About how
my dog is pissing me off. I was actually going to make probably the best point made today, and I completely forgot it. So I'm sorry.
I'm trying to find that. I think I found it. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Before you play that, can't believe that Anchor became a ground for empire warfare. Yeah, this is where I was going with that. That was the comment. Like our intention for this event and Arthur's intention for channel an event is not to like clout chase or, bring people that are going to cause drama and, like there's going to be like 40 guys, responding to something that happened. Like the point of it is to, equip people to be able to evangelize, share the gospel, to have a time of worship and to, have that reverence for God and become closer to Him in a sense. That's the point of what we do. That, or at least the mission of Praise with Reason is that, and that doesn't change because there's some drama around it, which is it's in a sense it's good because the word is out there. It's always great when somebody once said it's always great when people are talking about you. It doesn't matter what they're saying; it's always great. But at the same time, I don't want the event to lose what it was actually intended to do, which is to worship Jesus Christ and to equip His body, His church, to be able to represent Him out there in the world.
No question about it, man. You and I dreamt. Look, you and I dreamt this event up, and we dreamt it up because it's two things that you and I are interested in. You are a musician, you lead worship, and you're very passionate about that. I'm an apologist and I love apologetics and I'm passionate about that. And we sat together and we said, how can we bring those things together? And so we came with this event. We had our first one in October. Last October, we had Ruslan, David Wood there. We had a surprise guest visit from Mike Winger, who jumped on the panel discussion with us. I really, 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 really tried to get Mike Winger to come to this event and be one of our speakers. So in my heart, my intention would have been Avery, Inspiring Philosophy, Mike Winger, and myself as the speakers. And Mike just could not do it. And he will one of these days. Mike Winger will be one of the speakers at these events. But the whole idea is to bring people together. The key with
Mike Winger is to just not ask him, and just not invite him to be a speaker, and then he just shows up apparently and joins panels and things of that.
Just invite him to the event, and when he shows up, you're like, you're a speaker, by the way.
Yeah.
And so we sat there, we dreamt together. We had the first one. Again, we had David Wood and Ruslan come out and I spoke as well. And then we knew we wanted to do this one months and months ago, that we wanted to have Avery and Mike to come and speak at those. I spoke to them in November. We solidified it in March, promoted the event and all that stuff and got it going. And so we're going to continue doing these events. We're already talking about the next one coming up in October. And what are the things that we're going to keep similar? We're thinking about maybe a day, like a Friday night one. So the event will be on Friday night and then Saturday, maybe from 9 to 6. But essentially launch the event with a debate on a Friday night. That's one of the ideas we have out there. We're talking about, people have talked about taking this on the road. Basically contacting folks or folks contacting us, and then we put the event together. They just provide space and promote it, and we bring everything else that comes with that. There's various ideas and interest that we've seen from people, because it is unique within the apologetics space.
Yes.
To have a worship night with apologetics. So education, maybe gapping the heart and the mind or something like that. That's the idea behind this. And we've had some interests. We've reached out to some people, and we will see kind of the direction this goes into. And we don't want any of that nonsense to be overshadowing. These guys showed up. I told Mike, I said, Mike, I want you to speak about the Trinity. I told Avery, I said, Avery, I want you to speak about Islam. And then I spoke about the American cults. The focus of this event specifically was cults. And we didn't cover all of them, but we covered a major one, Islam. I spoke about the historical kind of geographical context, intellectual context of the time period in which Mormonism, Jehovah's Witnesses, and Christian Science developed. And I blame I blame the church quite a bit in that talk, Tom. That the church, if we don't step up our game and we don't teach properly and we don't disciple people properly, it gives rise to cults. And then again, Avery got up there and he spoke about Islam and presented the Islamic dilemma and gave a bunch of Quran verses. And then we did a panel Q&A with worship in between. That's the heart of this. So let's go back to this. I think I found this.
Sam is going berserk. Concentrate on Sam going berserk because the dollar guys are
lots of people going crazy nowadays, guys. Logic pulled up and this one I wanted to get to. Logic pulled up and walked to the front door. Malik pulls up and keeps going and parks 4 blocks away. We ain't the same. Yeah, right? Right?
Yeah.
Like, I did what God Logic did. God Logic walked right up to the place and stood there, calling him out, right?
By the way, he's making he's making a comparison to the guys going to Dearborn, Michigan, in front of mosques and talking to people.
Yeah, I know. And God Logic has never threatened people's wives and doxed them.
Or doxed them,
threatened to shoot and murder or things of that sort, right? Like he hasn't done that. So I feel like that changes the ball game a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh no. There's Elijah Johnson. I got to drive down the road. It's Elijah Johnson. Ah! He's going to get me.
Crazy 4 guys tried to pull up on me. 6 guys tried to pull up on me. 7 guys tried to pull up on me. There was 3 guys, and then there was 3 more. He tells the story like
just to say, by the way, we had an event with 200 people. We didn't have 30 people out there. Again, 99% of the people at our event had no idea what was going on outside.
That's right.
It was hush hush. It was taken care of, and we moved on.
Like 10 times, and he gives.
But I would tell my brother
Elijah.
I would tell my brother Elijah that, it was probably just like random pulling his pants up a little bit and walking up to the car.
Well, he said he didn't have a belt on and his pants were sagging.
I wouldn't recommend that, especially if you're in some random state where the laws are a little different. You start going towards your waist while walking up to someone's car. It can be a...
Yeah, the thing is that Elisha actually says in this, because I've never been in a gang. I've never
it was
none of those things.
He was trying to be protective of the venue and things of that sort. His heart was in the good place, but thank God that this guy is not actually any kind of is not as hard as he claims to be, because that would have been, that could have been a bad situation there.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Just don't do that, y'all.
Elijah, I mentioned that I only saw one clip that someone sent me.
Karen, man, in those situations.
That's why I messaged you and asked if you could show
Karen. Sorry, go ahead.
Because he didn't show. He said, so I saw a little part, and it seemed like a random dude was just walking down the street, and the guy's like, "What are you doing?" and something like that, and they go back and forth. And then you walk out, and he says it's Elijah Johnson, and then he drives down the street, and he's like, "Oh, it's 30 of them, it's 30 of them, it's 30 of them."
Yeah,
but he doesn't show He doesn't show anything, and then he played you talking to him. I don't know if you're on TikTok or something like that, but you were talking to him. You're like, it's me standing on a corner, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So what happened there?
Okay, yeah. So in that situation, I'm looking for him. Fearless Truth, he came up to me. He said that Malik was here.
Fast forward this a little bit.
It's like a block to get to the entrance of the people. I'm looking for. Then he said, "Watch, I'm gonna hit the corner." Assuming he busted you, I'm hearing him on Nick's phone, and I see him, and then I see him pull next to a white Benz, audibly what's coming through the phone, and I go, he's down the street. He starts walking towards the car.
And a little side note.
Malik pulls up. So
here's David's second observation, which is he's very astute in this.
So aggressive. He starts walking towards the car.
And a little side note. That's an Armenian area.
Yeah,
you don't want to mess with those dudes. Malik, exactly. You don't want to mess with those dudes, and you're lucky you bolted, because exactly. Those guys don't play with little TikTok idiots driving down the street and mouthing off to them, right?
Yeah. Nah. So that.
Just saying.
I mean, I saw Arthur. I might be dreaming this, but I saw you discouraging people from going that direction. I actually saw a couple of people discouraging people from going outside because
so yeah. So when I got out during the break, and then they had already told me what was going on, and I was walking, and I think there's a couple of guys that were walking with me. And as we were approaching the end of the parking lot, I told them, "Lag, don't come with me. Go back."
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, Some comments. Hey guys, thanks for being here. By the way, appreciate it. I think this might be like the most consistent, largest number of folks we've had on our live, which is awesome. Appreciate you guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed. I think it'll be beneficial to you. We do a lot more than this. I mean, we're just excited because we had an amazing event. But God Logic was visited Uthman's mosque after being invited to debate and was turned away. That's true. We saw that. Dawa just makes trouble. I don't even consider Malik to be a Dawa guy, by the way. They don't really talk if they can't handle Christians speaking about the truth, to hear a different teaching and be civil and be violent. Christians have a responsibility to ensure decency and protection of other Christians and anyone else who wants to join. Yeah, I agree. No question about that. I think... No, that's not it. Arthur, have you received your boilerplate Jay Dyer message challenging you after your event yet? Where do you get the authority to have your conference? Want to debate me on the real church? No, and I don't want to get one. Jay Dyer seems to be like really actively after Ruslan, by the way, Tom, on Twitter, if you haven't paid attention to that.
Yo,
hey, also, somebody do me a favor. Guys, talking about apologetics and training and stuff, I have a course that I've recently released on an introduction to apologetics and philosophy. So I'm going to ask one of my mods to drop that in the comment section. Go check it out. It's a playlist. I got a bunch of classes I taught. That's a class I did a while ago, and we actually sold that class. Now we're offering it for free. I also have another playlist where I teach people how to recognize genres of the Bible and study it. I think that's helpful. And I have a lot of podcasts that I have interviewed with scholars, actual scholars, philosophers, theologians. So you all can go and check out those. We have a lot of tools on this channel. I know this channel is not big size-wise, right? It doesn't have 300, 400. Hey, congrats to Mike Winger, who just hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. It doesn't have those numbers. It doesn't have those numbers. But, man, we have quality stuff that we've been producing over the years. Predominantly, Tom, because I haven't been really doing it for the clicks or the likes or anything like that. I'll tell you this. I had my first podcast guest on, Dr. J.P. Moreland, when I had, I think, 100 subscribers.
What a guy.
And he came on. Well, why did he come on such a small platform? Well, because I was a student, and I know him, and I reached out to him, and I said, would you do me a favor and come on and go on an interview? And he said, yeah, for sure. Just jumped on. We've interviewed amazing scholars, Christian ones, and there's a couple of, I think there's one at the very least that is not a Christian, and we're going to continue to do those things. So yeah, the courses I have, the playlist on teaching people how to read and study and interpret the Bible and recognize genres we have the podcast, and we do live streams, and we produce other videos. So there's a lot of stuff that we're involved in, and it's a blessing. I think it's a blessing for folks that actually keep up with the stuff that we're producing. Hey, God bless you too.
Man, I just realized my lighting is terrible, bro.
Yeah, it's been horrible. I don't know what happened. Did you turn it off? He probably did. He kicked it off. Guaranteed. Tom was sitting there. He stretched out his long legs and just knocked the lights out. Is that what you did, Tom?
Frustrating. I don't know. Right? But I just turned it on.
What do you guys, by the way, what do you guys think about this new layout with me and Tom, where it's a wider screen, but it's smaller, and then we have the comments on the bottom that are bigger? Let me know. Let me see if I can actually mess around with these a little bit. Maybe I can.
Oh, see, I can turn up the exposure. That's my problem. The exposure was down on the actual camera settings, not my lighting. So now I just turned it up. Guys, you should see me much nicer now and brighter.
We've been doing this for like 3 hours, and this guy's just figuring out
Is that better?
Yeah, I'm making it bigger. Okay. This is better. I think this is, I like this setup a bit more than the other one. Hey, JR is dropping all the links to those things. Go check them out, guys. They will be an absolute blessing for you. Again, it's just training material that we think is important and provide that for you guys. The way Apologetics is done here is predominantly focused on training people. Okay, so answering questions and all that. It is better, yes. Now I can see your face, Tom. We got to forgive Tom. It's a mess in his studio because his camera kind of.
Yeah, guys, I'm really trying, man. This is not my. This is all for Apologia Center. He's taken over. I can't have a third child because I'm using one of the rooms to go live.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky.
Essentially, I've sacrificed so much for you, bro.
No. That's not. You're gonna have a third child. You need to stop lying to the people. Like Mike Jones, who was in my studio the other day, sitting across from me, telling the people that I was drinking Guinness when I was drinking coffee.
Oh no!
You didn't see that? No. He's like, yeah, he's drinking beer. This guy drinking beer. I'm like, Mike, shut up, man. I'm drinking coffee.
Mike was a great guy, man. We went to lunch. Yeah, you were very gracious to take us all to lunch, and I thought he was a very funny, chill, cool, personable guy. So. Shout out to him.
Yeah, big shout out to Mike Jones. Mike Jones, what?
And what's up with these YouTubers and their ability to successfully eat food, like very well? Like these guys are.
Mike doesn't eat a lot, but he ate well.
Bro, I was impressed with Mike too. I mean, these guys, we're taking a lunch. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the food here in LA, but they're
good food.
Sheesh.
It might be because we're taking them to good spots to eat.
I mean, we are definitely taking them to good spots. Definitely.
Hey, the one thing none of them can say about anything about our event is we feed them well, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Not only did we take them out to a good place, but I cooked at 11 p.m.
That's right.
I made barbecue. I cooked about 13 pounds of meat. Highlight, by the way, Tom, you weren't there because you had to go sleep so you can be ready for church the following day.
Yes.
Highlight. I bought 3 lamb hearts.
Oh.
And I cooked them. And then I gave them to Avery. And I was like, hey, you got to eat this. And he just took it and started eating it. He didn't ask me what it was. I was like, after you're done, I'll tell you what it is. And he was like, man, he's like standing there. He's like, dude, he was like, Art, you can cook. If he had his little spatula thing, he would have taken it out. I said, that's right, Avery, I can cook. And then I gave him, he wanted another one. He's like, that was so good. Give me another one. I gave him another one and he was chewing halfway through it. And I said, that's lamb heart.
Oh, man, that's doing him dirty.
And he goes, what? I go, lamb heart. And he goes, man, but it's really good. He's like, it's really good. I was like, that's right.
That's hilarious, man.
So, yeah, not only all that stuff, but we fed him very well, man. It's good hospitality, brother. It's good hospitality. It's a good community. That's what we're about. And that comes from a couple of places, right? Like that obviously comes from our Christianity, our love for Jesus, but it also comes from us being Armenians, and we're just hospitable people, and we like sharing meals with people and sitting down and talking and all that stuff. So, big fans. Hey, is it raining? Is it like cold and gloomy and rainy outside?
I don't, not here, not for me.
Okay. I just felt like a chill come through, but no, it seems like it's sunny. Okay.
Hey, question for you: How do you bring all
lamb?
Your
I didn't say lamb. I said lamb heart. Very different stuff. What'd you say? What were you saying?
I was asking you, how do you view all your applications that are open on the Mac so you can close them? Do you have an idea how to do that? Because I got a frozen page right now. I can't see anything in front of me. And I'm trying to see how to close this application.
Your little menu bar on the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Does that open up?
Yeah.
Go right-click over that application and hit force quit.
Yeah, I just don't know what application it is. It's okay. It's fine.
Oh.
It's fine.
Okay. Armenian hospitality is very beneficial. Yeah, when you're our guest. Hey, that's the other thing. Let me just say something that that revolves around this issue with Malik and stuff like that. As Armenians, we take our guests extremely special. So not only do I view and does Tom view that we invited Mike and Avery to come and speak at our event, but we view them as our guests.
That's right.
And we take our guests very, very seriously. And we take their protection very seriously. They once they are here with us, we see them as our own family. We will protect them as our own family. And I say that because that puts a little bit of context into this whole situation. I think Tom's frozen here. I can hear him, but he's frozen. You okay, Tom?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, bro.
Yeah, so gotta teach this guy how to use a computer. It's hilarious. Swipe up on the mouse pad with 3 fingers and all the apps will open. Yeah, he'll probably call back in. It's okay. So what I was saying was, since we take our guests so seriously, then we're going to provide the security. We're going to have all that stuff taken care of, because it's a part of our heritage. It's part of our culture. You walk into our home, we're going to care for you. We're going to feed you. We're going to give you a place to sleep. We're going to make sure you're warm, even if we're not. We're going to make sure you're fed, even if we're not. That's just the reality. And so I think that's good. It's healthy. That coupled with what the Bible calls us to be as hospitable people, the biblical hospitality, that's how we treat our people. That's how we treat our guests. And so maybe for some people that they might not understand that because they're not in that culture. They don't know what's going on. But that's definitely the way we treat situations. So, yeah. If you guys have questions, drop some questions down here. As we're probably going to be ending this in the next 5 minutes. But if there's any questions I've skipped past, thanks for the super chat, by the way, Rob. Appreciate it, man. Maybe we can do a super chat and buy. We can do some super chats and buy Tom a new camera. Praise with Reason 2 was more eventful. What I was told, apparently. Yeah, it was a great event, guys. It was an absolutely wonderful event. There he is. He's back. Fix it?
Yeah, I fixed it, but I think I'm having some like overheating problems here.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna end
I'll
soon, but
I'll stay on. But if it happens again, I'll say my goodbyes.
Yeah, here's a guy that's been our guest, and he knows this. He said hospitality also involves city tours, apparently, by multiple people. Even if I couldn't be there with them, Tom was with him. If I couldn't be, Tom couldn't be. We had one of our other guys that was with him, took him out, cared for him.
That's right.
We fed him well, even though he complained about the food we fed him. Still fed him well. Hey Art, I recall you always inviting me to stuff when I was at COAC, Art, to your home, to the pub, Armenian barbecue, etc. Like these are folks that have hung out with me and know the way I treat people. And so that's what I'm saying. It's people are my guests in this situation. Mike Jones and Avery are my guests, and then somebody tries to roll up on them. We're not going to take that, man. That's not the way it's going to be. We're going to handle it with all the proper situations, the proper avenues, you can say. As an Armenian Christian, do you believe Muslims have become hardened of heart? I believe there's a chance for them to come to God, but Islam has such a demonic grip on them. I'll tell you this, frankly, I think there's a chance for anybody to repent and come to know the Lord. If they repent and believe, they will be saved. I can't make an overarching statement like Muslims have become hardened of heart. I don't know that. What I will say is that Islam clearly teaches antichrist doctrines. And I mean that in the biblical sense. When the Bible talks about an antichrist that have come and will come, Islam is one of those things. It teaches antichrist doctrine. Think about it. How antichrist is it to make the claim and stand by it that Jesus never died? The very foundation of the Christian faith is the death, burial, resurrection of Jesus. And there's a religion that comes up and is centrally against the death of Jesus. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. And Paul the Apostle says in the New Testament, he says that the ways of Satan or the schemes of Satan are not new to us. We know them. And yes, we know them. And you can recognize them if you pay attention. But I want, look, as Paul says about his own companions, his own compatriots, countrymen, he says, I wish that I wish that they would all come to believe, and so I would say the same thing about all the Muslims. I wish all Muslims come to know. I wish and hope and pray that Muhammad Hijab becomes a Christian. The same thing for Malik, for the same thing for everybody else. When Paul is standing in front of, let me just spit some biblical data here, Tom, if you would entertain me for a couple of seconds. When Paul the Apostle is standing in front of the Roman governors, Agrippa and Felix, he preaches the gospel to them, and they say, Paul, do you think that in such a short time you could persuade us to become Christians? And he says, I wish that all were as I am, except for these chains. That's the heart of the Christian. That's the heart of the Christian minister. And that should be the heart of the Christian, all Christians. And that's my heart. I hope that everybody becomes a Christian. I hope everybody reaches greater places of maturity than I have ever achieved. That's my heart. And
Yeah, and who knows? Hey, listen, man, maybe Malik can turn to Jesus one of these days, and then on a Praise with Reason down the line, since he's musically inclined, he can join us and say, I was once outside the parking lot.
Now I'm in
trying to fight these guys, but now I'm worshiping Jesus with them.
That'd be a great testimony, man. That'd be an awesome testimony. And we want that for him. We want good for him. We want him to be blessed. That's the difference.
Hey, I'm gonna drop. I'm having some problems here.
Yeah, his computer's overheating.
God bless.
Okay, go, bye.
Love you all. Thank you.
Thanks. What books or verses do you recommend reading, studying to biblically oppose pacifists? Oh man, I don't know. I've never really done that to, develop an argument against pacifism. But what I would say is, at least be aware that there's a difference between New Testament personal commands, personal morality versus Old Testament legal national commands. I think that would be helpful. The thing is that I'm not necessarily inclined to constantly oppose pacifists. If some people feel like they should be pacifists, my theology makes room for them actually to be pacifists. For themselves. Now, if they want to say that all Christians should be pacifists, I think there's a different conversation there. And I think there's a good overarching biblical argument against that. So I would look at the Bible as a whole rather than just a couple of verses or some books. I can't recommend any books on that. It's really not something I've been interested in studying like that. Arthur, most of the food was good. Excellent. Arthur can also say to this man, go, and he goes, and go away, man. This guy says, Arthur can also say to this man, go, and he goes, and to the other, come, and he comes, and to my servant, do this. These guys, man. You guys are bad. W Stream, God bless. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for being here and joining us. I mean, some actually have become that way, just like the Bible says that to be watchful of them and how God allows for it. It's not to say that even those individuals can't repent. Yeah, I mean, that could be true what he's saying. I just don't sit there and make the judgments of it, is what I'm trying to say. Clearly, I think like Romans chapter 1, right, teaches that people professing to be wise became fools and start going their own directions and their own ways in an anti-God system. So that's clear as day. I don't disagree with that. Okay, guys, we'll call it a day. Thank you guys for joining us. God bless you. Appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Since there's a bunch of you guys in here, I'll take the opportunity to say once again, thank you. We have a lot of videos on this channel. If you're new to this channel, we have a lot of content on this channel. Go check it out, share it out, spread the word. I've been doing apologetics and evangelism for 20 years, you guys. I was a pastor for 10 years. And I understand aspects, I think, of what we're doing here and what we're about. This is not just a YouTube channel; it's a ministry, generally speaking. So check out our content and be supportive. If you want to support the ministry, go to patreon.com/Apologia Center. And again, reminding you guys, we just got into this partnership with Logos Bible Software, and we have a special offer. The special offer is going to continue, but a part of that special offer, there's one that offers a course. You have till May 2nd for that. And by the way, you can also try out the software for 60 days for free. So if you go and you're like, after 60 days, you don't want it, then you don't want it. So that's, again, same thing. Go to logos.com/Apologia Center. That is in the description box. All that information I just mentioned is in the description box. God bless you guys. Be well. Be blessed. Love people. Preach the gospel. Until next time, take care. God bless you guys.